Howdy y'all, Jackson here with Ickjerk Studios, and welcome back to another episode of Outside the Hash with a 1 week delay between episodes. But we do have a third, oh, a replacement for Kyle. We have Patrick, who was in fact here one time before for like 45 minutes in an episode like 8 months ago.
Yeah, a long time ago, where I talked about counting on Nate because I've seen an '07 Giant in action.
Mm,
Rep.
we don't talk about it. You might, I don't.
The 2007 playoffs, it was so disappointing when the NFL just canceled it, right? There was no postseason that year.
Yeah, COVID hit in 2007, actually.
Yeah. It's like the 2020 March Madness. Never happened.
Truly a shame.
All
That
right.
was Illinois' year.
Yep.
Illinois' year. Round of 32.
Dayton got screwed in that year.
Dayton did get screwed. that was rough.
All right. Quick episode because none of the real major leagues have started yet. Patrick, if you want to open up the Excel spreadsheet for yourself, are you near your computer or are you away from your computer? I know you're on your phone.
Yeah, I have it. I already have it pulled up actually.
Oh, okay. Because I only see Nate in here. But okay. Now I see you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did not have it pulled up.
Okay. Well, it
But
had.
you're actually seeing not Nate.
Oh, I just thought. Okay, it was you. Sorry, I saw an N and I just assumed Nate was logged in, but no, you're Nutmeg. In quotation marks, guest. And Nate is a guest contributor. How come you got a nickname and Nate didn't?
Yeah.
Who knows?
All right. Well, we'll start things off. So we have a sub-season. We'll have a overview, but also the first week happens on stuff. So whatnot. So indoor football league. Yeah, IFL, the premier indoor league, had some team changes this off season. The Bay Area Panthers went on hiatus. There's a rumor that I saw that the reason they're on hiatus is because they were paying players under the table and the league suspended them. They did win a
Oh,
championship 2 years ago, so who gives a shit if you're the owner, right?
you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
And also,
So,
you lose money playing indoor football, so winning a championship and then saying, hey, you don't get to lose money this year. Oh well, right?
what you're saying is the league owners are El Bozos
Yeah,
and the Bay Area owners are W.
yeah.
Shout out.
Uh, Duke City, the Gladiators returned from hiatus, and they changed their name to the New Mexico Chupacabras.
Great name.
Yeah,
Sick name.
and the colors
Granted,
are.
was a good name too. So I
Yeah,
guess
yeah,
I wish
they
they
get to
did
do a
Duke
card meme.
combined it. Duke City Chupacabras
yeah.
would
They
have
should have
been
kept Duke
cinema.
City.
That would have been cinema.
It's cool. It was cool that they were using
Mm-hmm.
the local name because most people. I mean, I guess you have to be sort of in the know to know that Duke City is Albuquerque. But I feel like
Yeah.
some of the stuff Breaking Bad would at least have informed people about that at least a little bit.
Oh, I've not seen Breaking Bad, so
Yeah.
I
Oh,
have
because
no
you're a
clue
good
where they were
Christian
at
boy.
going in. Well,
And
it
there were
actually was
titties
one
in
of the. It
episode
just,
one, so you weren't allowed to watch it.
I actually was allowed to watch whatever. It actually just didn't really pique my interest. I mean, I'm not going to deny it's a phenomenal show. It's just not. I'm more of a comedy guy. I like to laugh. That's my bigger thing.
You should watch all
What
the
watching
episodes with
masculine
Saul.
people wasn't funny to you?
I mean, maybe
You didn't
maybe
want
I
to
give it a
see
shot.
you
Who
didn't
knows?
want to see Hal from Malcolm in the Middle strangling a guy to
There
death with a
are
bike lock.
quite a few good memes that come out of that show. Undeniable. So, yeah, maybe I'll give it a shot at some point, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, Malcolm in the Middle is coming back, so now you can be really confused if you want to combining the lore of the character.
Yeah.
All right, and then the last major team change was that Massachusetts Pirates moved to Orlando and became
Good
the
screw 'em.
Orlando Pirates. They got rid of their blue field. They have a green field now, like every other team. They should have went red like their evil day before April Fool's joke years ago.
Gosh, we're coming up with that on that soon. For just warning the people, if you see a post from the whatever Pirates, Orlando, on March 31st, don't get debated because they don't follow the rules of already the dumbest holiday in the entire nation. So, just warning y'all out there.
Yep. All right. For coaching changes, Iowa got rid of their coach and they hired Andre Coles, who was the Frisco coach in 2024. So they're the connection for you, Nate, if you want to cheer for Iowa at all. I'm sure they still won't be good. New Mexico hired Kyle Moore Brown, who was the Vegas offensive line coach. Orlando let go of Tom Menas, which was probably a dumb decision, but it turns out to be a smart decision because he ended up having to get eye surgery and he had to step down from the next job he got anyways. So they lucked out there. But they also did hire a good coach because they hired Rob Keefe, who was the Bay Area coach. He was also an arena coach for a long time. San Antonio did not retain James Fuller, and they hired former quarterback Jonathan Bain, who was their quarterback coach. If you remember at all, Nate, he was a quarterback that broke his neck and then came back the next year in indoor football.
That does ring a bell.
So that guy just
He's
loves the
pretty
ball.
baller.
Loves the ball. Will break his neck playing arena football and then continue to play arena football.
Freaking based.
Tucson Sugar Skulls did not retain Billy back, and they hired Rashawn Kaiser, who was, I guess they promoted him because he was their defensive coordinator. Some players of note across the league. This is not a fully extensive list of every player that will be a key player. These are just players that I immediately recognized the name of when I was looking through the rosters, which they did not have all posted when I was going through this, which was really annoying because, you want to be the Premier League and then you don't keep full rosters available. It's dumb. But Arizona has for a reigning MVP, Max Miller, who they stole from Green Bay. RIP. Reigning offensive rookie of the year, Ron Brown Jr. Fisher had quarterback Felix Harper, wide receiver J.T. Stokes. Green Bay, the only guy that I really saw that they were returning was kicker on Andrew Mavis. Iowa quarterback Ivan Corbin. Jacksonville has quarterback Blaine Espinoza, running back Jimmy Robinson, wide receiver Lowell Patron, who also came from Green Bay. So Green Bay kind of got pillaged, which is unfortunate after their runner-up. New Mexico was able to sign the former Vegas quarterback Jerome Johnson, who was also a former MVP. So they stole away the championship-winning quarterback, which is kind of wild when you think about it. Northern Arizona has quarterback Roman Atkins. Orlando has Talia Tagovailoa, so Tua's little brother. So there is still Tagovailoa's in Florida, even with Tua going to Atlanta.
That's hilarious.
Hey, fun fact: I won a national championship with him in one of the old NCAA games.
Nice.
You would.
Yes, I would, with Northwestern too, no less. Had to do everything wrong.
He transferred to Northwestern.
No, but he did it in the game, which is how I ended up with him somehow.
Well, yeah, he transferred to Northwestern in the game. He transferred to Maryland in real life. They have other quarterback Puka Williams, wide receiver Nyquan Murray, wide receiver Thomas Owens, wide receiver T.O. Redding. So he's got some targets offensively to throw to. We'll see how that works out. Quad City has former MVP Daquan Neal, who returning. They have returning wide receiver Kavion Rudd, and they signed away all-league wide receiver Kion Williams away from Iowa, so some rivalry pillaging there. San Antonio has quarterback Fred Payton, wide receiver Glenn Gibbons, and defensive back former first-round pick Matt Elam, still playing indoor football. San Diego has longtime indoor quarterback Nate Davis. Shout out, man loves ball. He's in the same.
Right now.
He's from the same NFL. He's from the same draft class as Matthew Stafford. Just to
Based.
indicate of how long he's been playing indoor football. They have running back Eddie Vander and kicker Ernesto Locoyo. Tucson has wide receiver Demasio Ewing, who I really only put because he played for my Columbus Lions for a few years. So he was good with Columbus, but that's because Columbus is playing in lower levels. Tulsa has former MVP TJ Edwards, the quarterback, not the defensive player. Defensive line Earl Jones. Vegas has wide receiver Quentin Randolph and kicker Gabe Rui, who they signed away from Iowa, which was pretty much one of Iowa's like two good players, which they managed to both lose. For standings last year, Quad City, Green Bay, Tulsa, and Jacksonville were the teams that came out of the East. Bay Area, Arizona, San Diego, and Vegas came out of the West for the postseason. And Vegas got hot and ended up winning the championship 64-61 over Green Bay, which was sad because, you know, Green Bay had no championships despite the fact they're one of the oldest active indoor teams. And they have a good fan base. But
It's almost like there's nothing to do in Green Bay but root for football.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. Now, I don't have any of the stats or anything so far this week because there's actually a game going on right now in Green Bay between Vegas and Green Bay because their game got delayed because of the snowstorm. And they actually decided not to sell tickets, so there's no fans at the game right now.
Yikes. Those people would have shown up.
Yeah. They would have.
Come on.
They would have sludged through. So it was a bad week for our picks for the one game that we get bid pick for.
Okay, I was climbing on the. Oh no, that was the patent.
Technically, I still won.
Yeah, well, you picked against yourself, Patrick.
I know. It's called hedging.
Yeah.
No matter what, I win.
Yeah.
Change the name. Change it right now. We're not gonna allow Pat to hedge, so we'll call it the home method.
The home method.
Pat outed himself.
Yeah.
I refuse to
Unfortunately, by doing this on Monday, we don't get Vegas lines on anything other than Australian football. So
yeah,
you're not going to get those. I mean, DraftKings doesn't even put out the IFL lines until like the day before, which is annoying. My bookie at least had their stuff out by Wednesday, but oh well. So only the Patrick is 1-0, and it is the Patrick, not Patrick. Patrick is 0-1.
Yes. I'm going to root for the my alternate self more than my actual self.
That's actually fair. That's pretty fun.
And then so week 2 we have Iowa versus Quad City. I'm gonna go with my Steam Wheelers. I feel that they're gonna bounce back.
Yeah, Iowa's Buns. Quad City.
And what say you, Patrick?
I mean, I don't know if you lose to Fishers, maybe you don't belong here. I'll go with Iowa.
He's hedging again.
He's hedging again. All right. Fisher's Freight versus Green Bay. Blizzard. Unfortunately, that game is ongoing, so I don't know.
Knowing this would help a little bit.
Or do they have their stats active right now? It is 23-7 right now, Green Bay. So I guess Green Bay is doing pretty good.
I know
And
ball,
second
and
half, second half
if
just
they're going to
started.
choke it, I guarantee it. I guarantee they're going to choke that. But I think that's enough for me to have confidence in Green Bay again.
You're gonna go Green Bay.
Yep.
I'll go Green Bay too, I guess. Then again, Fishers did just beat my Steamers. Pretty handily too. Dude, their stadium was sold out pretty much.
Fishers?
Yeah,
Where are they again?
Indianapolis. They're a suburb.
Indianapolis.
You know what? I think at this point I'm gonna ride with Fishers until they prove me wrong.
All right.
Hedging again.
Orlando, New Mexico. I'm going Orlando.
Gosh, I really want to pick New Mexico because it's such a great name, but I probably will just. I mean, I guess it doesn't really mean anything.
We'll find out how
you
bad
know?
Talia is, and then we can stop picking.
I'll go Orlando. It's boring.
He got
but
enough weapons where he should be good. But then again, Paxton Lynch also has a bunch of weapons, and he's still kind of mid.
I'll be the one. I'll rep New Mexico because their name is awesome.
And then Northern Arizona versus San Diego. I'm going San Diego. Gotta support my boy Nate Davis.
Oh yeah, 100%. I definitely got to be glazing my boy Nate Davis.
Look at Arizona.
Northern Arizona went 2-14 last year.
Yeah, I'll go San Diego. So there you go. It worked itself out a little bit. I was only half hedging.
Only half hedging.
Yeah.
You're an ethical hedger, Pat. You're an ethical hedger, as
Alright.
the youths would say.
So we will hop over to
NL?
Yes. Okay. So
I'd like to say first and foremost, I'm no longer an Omaha fan, and
yeah, washed.
I wish they absolutely deserve the absolute worst coming their way. I was never an Omaha Beef fan.
They
That
fired their
was
undefeated coach and then immediately got bad.
wow. What are we doing?
It's because you hired the Carolina coach too. You know, that was you tainted yourself with Kyle.
I forgot about that. I would have picked against this if I remembered that.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing. Well, I'm picking against them now. I'm definitely rocking with Selina, whatever it
Yeah.
is. I think I'm technically it's Selina.
Yeah.
I like Selena better though.
Well,
I know it's not her first pick, but
yeah. Pueblo is the leading league right now with 2-0. So they're the new Beaumont Renegades, the expansion team that just turns out to be really good.
Jackson, you forgot to put the real me in this pick 'em.
Oopsie. You know, there you go. Sioux City and Southwest Kansas are both also 1-0. Amarillo and Colorado both 1-1. Salina only had their exhibition game. Louisiana is 0-2. Omaha and Dallas are both 0-1. Joshua Hollins is leading the league in passing right now, followed by Paxton Lynch and Lorenzo Brown. Shout out to Lorenzo Brown, who had 158 yards and 5 touchdowns on only 8 completions.
best.
Zachariah Trujillo is your leading rusher right now, and Joel Shaw is the leading receiver. On the league, if the season ended today, the postseason would be Pueblo, Amarillo, Sioux City, Southwest Kansas. So this last 2 weeks, Pueblo beat, I guess, upset the Colorado Spartans, considering the Colorado Spartans were favored by Vegas minus 280. That Paxton Lynch showed up, and with Paxton Lynch, who could have ever seen that coming? And then Amarillo beat Louisiana in overtime, and all the teams won their exhibition games pretty handily, including the Dallas Bulls, who won 101-0 against Team Mexico.
Speaking of the Dallas Bulls, did you see their home attendance for that game against Colorado?
Yeah, there's nobody there.
I don't. There's no way they make it through the year. There's
I saw people
no.
talking about it, that the reason why nobody goes is because they're playing in the hood.
Well, yeah, that was part of it. They went to they chose a terrible venue, but they also just did a really poor job of marketing. But regardless where they're at, yeah, it is ghetto. Very stupid of them.
Yeah. And then Sioux City easily handled Amarillo. Southwest Kansas beat Louisiana in a close one. Pueblo came back to beat the Beef. And the Colorado Spartans pretty easily handled the Dallas Bulls, and Salina won their exhibition game. Kind of.
Hashtag fire our coach.
Yep.
I'm only calling for 5 head coaches to be fired right now.
Yeah, pretty much every single one of your fandom coaches, except for North Melbourne. You love their coach.
Yeah, he's based. He's a hero.
All right.
Pueblo. Is
yeah,
this even close?
No, it's gonna be 101-0 the other way this time.
That would be awesome.
Maybe Dallas doesn't even show up. They just fold already.
I'm tempted to take the fold, to be honest, but I'm going. No, I got to go Pueblo.
Shout out Josh Hollins, former St. Joseph and Kansas City goat.
Yeah, I'll roll Pueblo.
And then Omaha Beef versus Salina Liberty.
Salina.
Yeah, I'm going Liberty.
I hate that new name now though, because of the stupid emu. Worst name ever.
And Doug.
I'll go with you guys with Salina until they prove otherwise.
It's the Salina Liberty and Doug.
Yeah, I thought I'll go with Salina.
Yeah, I got you.
That makes me upset. It was a good joke though.
Yeah.
Okay.
So shout out to Vegas, which is 2-4 right now in the pick'em in the NAL. So they really understand this league.
That's hilarious.
Hey, both my names are right next to each other in the ranking. Ideal.
Yeah. We will hop over to the fun leagues. There was some postseason play, and then the AIF, which really doesn't matter because West Michigan's going to win that because they're the only really good team in that league, because they should really be at a higher level, but they're not. But over the past 2 weeks, Main Street beat Alabama in the GIFL semifinal. Savannah upset the Palmetto Snipers. The Longhorns also ended the Hit Squad undefeated season 13-0. Supreme Team beat the Thunder 19-6 in the final regular season week of the Greater Toronto Indoor Football League. And then this past week, West Michigan smoked Central New York Blue Devils 17-12. Ripped the coin on that one. Main Street won the GIFL Championship 50-32. In the GTIFL quarterfinals, the Supreme Team shut out the Axolotls. Surprise, surprise, the Axolotls are not good. And then the Thunder easily handled the Knights 31-6. So for our brackets on the GIFL, I went perfect, and Nate missed out on the Aces beating the Snipers. And then in the Greater Toronto Indoor Football League bracket so far, me and Nate are both perfect, and Pat missed on the Thunder beating the Knights.
Oh, I wanted one upset. Dare me.
Nah, this is
I mean, that's kind of what I did with the first bracket, Pat. I wanted the same.
no. I'm the one that picked the upset, and I was the one that was right.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, you went paint by numbers.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I went paint by numbers in the Greater Toronto Indoor Football League, though. And you have your upset in the championship game in that. You have the number 2 beating the number 1.
That's what I'm thinking
But
of.
I went Longhorns in the championship in that because Texas is back. Hook 'em. Go Longhorns.
Hook 'em horns, baby.
And then this week we have one AIF game. The Wyoming Cavalry are playing the Cedar Rapids River. That's not the River Kings anymore. They're the Titans again. Cedar Rapids Titans. If you want to put in a flyer, the Cavalry did pull out of their game last week and had to get replaced. So if you want to say canceled, this might be the week. But I'll go Cedar Rapids. But I don't think either one of these teams are really good. They might be competitive against each other, but both of them get murdered by West Michigan.
Cedar Rapids.
What? I'll roll Wyoming.
You go Wyoming.
Just to be different.
Not canceled. Both Patricks are 1-0 because there was only one. Patrick only picked the one. You only had one game to pick. And then only one team had a home game because all the other ones are at neutral sites. And then everybody else is 2-1. And now we'll hop over to the Australian Football League. I didn't realize this, but the Australian Football League has updated their postseason. They're now the NBA. More than half the teams make the postseason. R.I.P. Bozos. So 10 teams make the postseason now.
French.
Yeah. So it's still the same format, except they added in 2 more teams, and there's a wild card round to then get into the single elimination section. So the top 4 teams still have that double elimination thing. So it's still that really weird bracket that they have, which I'm glad about because it's a very unique bracket. So Gold Coast, Sydney, Western are all 2-0. North Melbourne, Adelaide, Melbourne are all 1-0. Hawthorn, Collingwood, Geelong, GWS, Carlton are all 1-1. Richmond, Fremantle, Port Adelaide, West Coast, Eston, St Kilda, and Brisbane are all winless. So, across these 2 weeks so far, Sydney beat Carlton, Gold Coast beat Geelong, GWS beat Hawthorn, Western beat Brisbane. We all missed on that one, rip us, including Vegas. Collingwood beat St Kilda, Carlton beat Richmond, Hawthorn beat Eston, Western beat GWS, Geelong beat Fremantle, Sydney beat Brisbane, Adelaide beat Collingwood, North Melbourne beat Port Adelaide, Melbourne beat St Kilda, and Gold Coast did in fact win its lock and beat West Coast. And it was a 60-point game, so I think what West Coast actually did cover.
Oh my god.
Good.
When you lose by 60 and cover is wild.
Good lord.
That's a statement I don't think I've ever heard before.
Yeah, they were.
There's some
That was
decent parity in this league, but when you're really bad in this league, it gets really, really bad.
They went 1-22 last year, which must have been a miserable season for fans. Because the season just goes on forever, and if you're that bad,
it's just it's a miserable time.
Yeah. All right. So Sydney versus Hawthorn. I gotta rep my Swans regardless of what the numbers say. I don't care if Hawthorn's minus 220. Gotta rep my boys. They seem to like they remembered how to play football finally after a year and a half.
I'll go Hawthorn, but I feel like feel like Sid needs to play.
I'm gonna go Hawthorne.
Oh gosh.
No, I'm by myself again. That didn't go well for me with GWS.
Western Bulldogs. I think it might go better for you this time, but we'll see.
So this game was basically a toss-up. It's Western minus 220 and Adelaide was minus 110. I think the
I'll
spread is like 1.5, which is
I'll go. I'll
unbelievably
go.
tight.
I'll try Western.
You'll go Western.
I'm gonna go Adelaide.
You're gonna go Adelaide. Yeah, Adelaide's home. I'll go with Pat on the Pat method there. Richmond, Gold Coast. Yeah, I'm going Gold Coast.
Yeah, Gold Coast. They seem like they might just be the best team.
No 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 no.
I'm gonna go GWS, even though they ruined me last week.
Who did St. Kilda beat when they played?
No, they're 0-2. They lost to Collingwood, and then they just got
Oh, I thought they
lost
won.
to
What
Melbourne.
was the score of the first game? I thought they
They
still
lost by
scored
10, 78-68, and then you
Yeah,
lost by
GWS.
13 to Melbourne.
No, GWS.
I'm also gonna take GWS.
And then Melbourne versus Fremantle. I refuse to vote for a team named the Demons, so Fremantle.
I'll go Fremantle.
They're also favored, so you know.
They're favored
Yeah.
and at home,
Yeah.
so Fremantle's kind of just. I'm obligated at this point.
Eston versus Port Adelaide. Minus 260. That's a pretty good favorite there.
Yeah, favorite, heavy favorite at home.
Yeah, I would go. I would hammer Port Adelaide.
Yeah. And then North Melbourne versus West Coast.
Hammer
Hammer North Melbourne. Hey, North Melbourne won last week, Nate. They beat Port Adelaide, who you just picked to beat Eston.
LeBron scared Jiff.
And West Coast is awful, so you know.
Yes, it is North Melbourne. Oh my gosh, when's the last time if they win this game? When's the last time this team started 2-0? I'd be genuinely curious.
You have to go check. Probably a long time.
Long freaking time.
And then,
yeah, I'll go North Melbourne.
I would go North Melbourne.
Yeah, you go.
West Coast is like.
Who was their one win last year?
I actually don't remember. It was somebody else that was really bad.
I remember like North Melbourne like tied Brisbane, which was wild.
It's a classic. Tied the champs, no less. I thought it was Richmond.
That could be possible. Richmond was not a very good team either.
And you'll be extremely happy to hear there's like almost no hedging in this one.
Good. Now they lost to Richmond. Although they could have easily played them twice. Oh, St. Kilda. That's right.
Yeah.
St. Kilda. St. Kilda myself.
Oh, they almost paid. They almost did an 08 lines. They won both their preseason games.
And
then went 1-22.
Oh my gosh. That's insane.
This is funny. Their Wikipedia page from last year, halfway through the season, they just stopped filling it out for their game-by-game results.
They're just like, yeah, it's over.
They did their one win, and then they stopped.
They tapped out.
Yeah.
Based.
Oh, their women's team went 2-16 as well. RIP. They won 3 games between their two teams.
Sorry, did you say that one win between two teams?
No, they had 3 wins between two teams because their women's team won 2 games.
And how many games do they play?
18. They went 2-16.
3-38. Oh my gosh. Dude, that puts it in perspective. There's no way being an Illinois fan could ever be that bad. Never. And there's been some dark times.
Oh wait,
for
that's not their
Illinois.
women's team. Sorry, the WAFL, I guess, is also the Western Australian Football League. So their minor league team went 2-16.
Okay.
So their farm team is also bad.
Their farm team. That's even worse.
Yeah.
That's way worse. So you suck, but you have no promise to not suck in the future. That's insane. Oh, they are in the dog days. What did they do?
Yeah, so
Oh,
rip
man.
bozos. Wait, how did their women's team actually do? Their women's team went 6-6.
Hey, okay.
Heroes, legends.
Yeah. And
So in other words,
then lost their postseason game 60-19.
19?
Yeah, 60-19.
60's really low.
Ooh,
I mean, I know it's
was
the
women's.
league, but...
The one for so apparently North Melbourne's women's team is cracked. They won the championship.
Yes, I did know that.
North Melbourne beat Hawthorn in the first round 42-3.
Are they just playing normal football? Because, 61-19 would be really hard to hit for NFL, but 42-3 obviously is doable. What the heck?
All right. Okay. Anything? Okay, Pat, you want to shout out your sim league?
Oh yes. The APL All Pro League, also here on YouTube, started last week. We had some great fun. Jackson choked against Nate. Yours truly there.
Woo!
Um,
I'm going to be poverty in the postseason. Don't worry.
Yeah, historically speaking, Nate
I'm
does
ready
do
to lose
good.
another championship. That's my goal. I want to be the Buffalo Bills.
I'll help you get there.
Go figure. The convicts smacked around the draft bus again, to no one's surprise. Kettle didn't look as terrible, but inevitably choked against Doyle again. And then I still have ownership papers over Eli, but both of our offenses look utterly horrific, and it is somewhat concerning how bad my offense looked. Didn't give up any offensive points, but only managed to score despite shutting out an opponent, basically.
Yeah.
Return touchdown.
All right, and Nate, you want to shout out your other podcasts?
Yeah, shout out to Two Idiots Doing a Podcast. Missed yesterday, but we'll be back next week. We'll definitely be making fun of the idiots complaining about last night's baseball game. How about instead of blaming one pitch, don't strand 8 runners? Skill issue. What the heck's the Dominican Republic? And then shout out to my other podcast, Pucking Ball Boys, where we will be talking about that as well. So definitely just gonna be clowning on the Dominican Republic and whoever loses between Venezuela and Italy, which right now Italy has bases loaded, bottom second. They are up 1-0. So
I'm looking for
fun
it's
stuff.
gonna be championship. It's gonna be America versus Little America again. It's gonna be like when we played Puerto Rico.
Well, if Italy wins this,
Yeah.
which I'm kind of scared, I think Italy might win. They're on a roll, but
Yeah, they're hot.
we'll,
They're all
we'll
hot
see.
right now.
So we own Canada. My only other shout out to this podcast, we will also be talking about the first sweep in Olympic hockey history. Congrats, Canada. You have been swept by the U.S. in men's, women's, and paraplegic ice hockey for gold. Get wrecked. Poverty country. Manitoba, you want to become the 51st state? You're more than welcome to.
I think we want Alberta first. That's the most conservative part of Canada.
Yes, I always get those two switched. Alberta, then Manitoba.
Yeah.
At this
Everybody
point,
else
I'd say
can.
we don't even want them. As a country, they have one thing, and now they don't even have one thing. Took it.
Exactly.
They have cheating and curling.
Yeah, but I don't want that. So the only thing they have left is something I don't want.
Maple syrup.
We got Vermont for that.
I vote at this point we actually just give them to Mexico.
I agree.
All right.
But that's all I had.
Well, hopefully we'll see everybody next week. All right.